The day started with having a look at some of the insects, a bit of the talk from Jerry, which was informative. We got to look at how important drawing was to researchers, both artistic and scientific, and looking at specimens. We went on then to make drawings and learned some accuracy skills, learned some pencil skills and some basic drawing skills.
My favourite insect is a ladybird. I just think they're quite exciting when you find one. You know, you get them in your hand and you look at them, and they're quite pretty to look at as well.
I kind of think that all insects are beautiful, they're interesting, and I'm kind of fascinated by them. I like to draw them. Probably a bumblebee. I love the iridescence of its wings and the fluffy little legs.
My favourite insect has to be bees, I think, definitely. They're pretty passive. Like, I know a lot of people are scared of bees. I'm not. I think they just generally get on with what they're doing, and certainly better than wasps. So.
My favourite insect is the ant, because it's taught us so much about how societies work. And I could go as far to say, as most of the information we've gained about evolution from unicellular organisms to multicellular organisms, we've learned from studying how an individual ant works compared to a colony.
My favourite insect is the African armyworm, Latin name Spodoptera exempta. The reason why it's my favourite insect is that it has the amazing capacity to grow, to multiply, to migrate, and it's also a devastating crop pest in Africa, which means it's a really important insect.
The kids are learning some new skills, new drawing skills, and every art teacher will teach in a different way. So the more art teachers they're exposed to, the better, and the more skills they'll pick up. And it's also been fascinating for the kids to sit next to researchers from Lancaster University, to hear about researchers' work, and to just have a wonderful day out as well. This afternoon we worked on the drawing skills and developed the drawings further into lino cutting.
I think that researchers, part of their job and their way of life is to take notice of things that other people don't necessarily see, the sort of hidden beauties and hidden interesting things in the world.
They enable us to learn more about the world around us. And for example, if you're researching animals and you're researching an endangered species, you look at where they move to and where they've been, so we're aware of how we need to cater for that species, you know.
Well, I think there's often a dichotomy between the sciences and the arts, between academics and the public, and I think these sorts of events are really good for bridging those gaps and making us to appreciate each other's perspectives.
I think events like this are really important because it's bringing together people from lots of different areas of expertise and students who are still learning to show them different perspectives on it. So my art students see things from a slightly different way as, say, the scientific researchers do, and I think both can equally learn from each other. But from my students' point of view, I think it's an amazing opportunity to see what sort of facilities are available to them should they choose a path like this, but also to see a different side on what they previously have thought.
I think today has changed my view on the universities and research, because it shows how much actually goes into research, and that it's not just simple research, but it's also like the drawing of the insects and like what else goes behind like the actual research.
Today I found enjoyable the drive that everyone's given me to focus on the things right in front of you and draw from them and observations rather than other ways.
So I think some of the students have made some really, really wonderful, gorgeous work. It's been fascinating to watch them all work, and they've produced some lovely prints at the end of the day.